So what do you think are some of the, some of the things that we can do, NGOs, corporate India, donations, CSR as a platform can do to help the situation for the LGBTQ community?
One thing I feel that can really help the LGBTIQ community is livelihood right now. Livelihood is something that is extremely precarious for queer trans individuals. And that is something that needs to really be worked upon. When I need livelihood opportunities, I do include, upskilling people, because a lot of people are forced to leave their natal homes because of natal homes. A lot of people are forced to leave education midway because of the violence or discrimination that they've been facing. So a little bit of upskilling, and then hiring of queer trans individuals so that they can live a dignified life is something which is crucial at this time. Because whether in terms of housing, we do not have in our country today, we do not have housing for queer trans individuals thrown out of the natal homes. They are on the floor, on the road, with no kind of shelter, with no kind of help from anywhere. So that needs to be ensured. And we're right now working with Tata Steel, we're working with Godrej, and these are companies which are looking to hire queer trans individuals, and we are hoping that more and more organizations will come forward and take this as their responsibility to hire queer trans individuals or provide them the life that they deserve. So I think that can bring a lot of change. I think awareness and sensitization workshops, meetings are extremely crucial in rural areas. We are working in Lamahata in the northeastern part of the country, in North Bengal. We're working in the northeast part of the countries like Manipur, like such, and in different districts of West Bengal also. And we see that a lot of queer trans individuals who are 18 years old, 19 years old, they're leaving home, they're running away. They're being thrashed by not just the family members, but also the neighbors, because of their expression of the gender identity or sexual orientation. And the violence is increasing manifold, it's increasing every day. So there needs to be some sort of redressal mechanism. The law is already in place with the Trans Act, which has come in 2019. And yesterday Justice Chandrachud has given a very revolutionary judgment, where they've said that queer relationships, queer families are also a substantiated form of family. I think legally there are a lot of changes that are happening in the Supreme Court, but the implementation of the same is very questionable, if I put it very correctly. So I think that needs to be disseminated. The information needs to be disseminated to people from the Zilla, the district magistrates, and they should be aware of the rights of queer trans individuals. Police needs to be sensitized, because police violence is something which is a reality. A lot of police do not even have an understanding of decriminalization of Section 377. They do not know what is the Trans Act, and they're violating queer trans individuals on the basis of their own morality. So police has there are two kinds of police, I believe. One is the police that enforces judicial they kind of controlled any kind of criminal activities, and the other is the moral police. So the morality and how your morality is affecting another person's life is something that needs to be reflected upon. There has to be proper laws against transphobia, homophobia, biphobia, and visible amount of penalization needs to happen. So an example can be set that if you violate a queer trans individual on the basis of your bias, you can be penalized for it. You can be charged under cognizable offense or non-cognizable offense, and maybe then the change will happen.